It's a new era for aviation news, and the reviews are in. These guys rock in their HOT, J. Rose Vanity Fair. They're real and they're spectacular, proclaims Us Weekly. GQ asks, where have these hunks been hiding? The Economist, long on substance and not too shabby to look at. Knowledgeable, hard-hitting, sensitive, caring. These bastards have it all. Carter Voice, Joel Bacon, Brad Van Dam. A real nose for aviation news. Your new and vastly improved ANTN news team. Catch them here every morning for your daily dose of aloha and mahalo.
Aloha and welcome to this special edition of Aviation News Today. From beautiful Maui, Hawaii, I'm Carter Morris. All eyes are on Washington this week as the newly convened 113th Congress makes preparations to hit the ground running on a challenging year. For an update on the action, we turn to our chief legislative correspondent, Joel Bacon, who's back in the nation's capital monitoring developments. Joel, what's the word?
Carter, two questions on the minds of just about every member I'm talking to in these first days of the new Congress. One, can you cut me a PAC check? Two, where do I go to sign the pledge?
Sure. Americans for Tax Reform and the Tax Pledge.
No, Carter. People for PFC Reform and the PFC Pledge. You heard me, Muchambo, the PFC Pledge, which binds signers to support any and all efforts in Washington to, quote, free local airports from the heavy-handed, jackbooted, oppressive federal cap on local infrastructure building, job creating, fresh air preserving passenger facility charges. The line is out the doors.
Well, the airlines can't be taking this line down. What's their reaction?
Oh, they're riled, Carter. A4A has established a super PAC known as Freedom Upholding Americans Against Airport Excess. The group, known around Washington by its acronym FUAAU, every senior airline executive in the country. They're fighting what the group calls, quote, an outrageous attempt to impose new fees on budget-conscious air travelers.
I guess the irony of that statement is lost on our baggage fee charging airline friends.
Carter, I don't know about that, but I do know that AAA and the airport industry are going to need to make sure that every one of its mediocre at best lobbyists is employed well into the future. Make sure you spread the word, my man.
Absolutely. Thanks for the report, Joel. In an effort to show its creditors it is serious about cutting costs, American Airlines has instituted a number of novel austerity measures. The Dallas-based carrier has cut its stable of high-paid Washington lobbyists from 1,200 down to just north of 100, and has expanded the portfolio of senior executives, including government affairs guru Will Riss. No word on when head purser Riss will return full-time to his regular job running the carrier's Washington office. When asked, American CEO Tom Horton commented, sure he leaves a void in D.C., but I understand that he's wanted to do this ever since he was alive.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Van Nostrand from Esco Industries. Are you concerned that your private email messages and text messages may end up in the wrong hands? Think it's just a matter of time before a professional hacker breaks into your computer, steals your confidential documents and other sensitive information? Well, I have good news for you. The engineers and scientists at ASCO Industries have come up with a new cybersecurity product that will protect your private information from prying eyes and roving hands. The CYA encryption package. Our encryption software uses military-grade algorithms and 256-bit technology to keep your business and personal information safe and secure. The CYA encryption system is so strong that the Department of Defense and the Joint Chiefs of Staff have given it their prestigious 4-star general rating.
Hi, I'm Tampa socialite Jill Kelly, and I'm here to talk about Aaae Industries' new CYA encryption package. As an honorary consul, my email messages deserve diplomatic protection. Yours should too. If Generals Petraeus and Allen had used CYA encryption, we wouldn't be in this embarrassing mess right now. 20,000 pages of documents? Come on, John. Show some restraint, for God's sake. I'm beginning to think that the both of them are four-star knuckleheads. And don't get me started on Petraeus biographer Paula Broadwell. All in, all right. She's a certifiable nutjob. Sure, she's a triathlete who can do 100 push-ups. But my twin sister and I can still open up a big can of Tampa whoop-ass on her. Take it from me. Don't get caught with your cybersecurity pants down. And if you do, make sure you have protection. Aaae's new CYA encryption package. You and the four-star generals in your life will be glad you did.
And for a limited time only, purchase Aaae's new encryption software and receive a signed copy of it, all in, absolutely free. So if you're a four-star general, an elected official, or a private citizen who wants to protect sensitive information, try our new CY encryption package today. At Aaae Industries, we'll cover your ass and help you avoid looking like one.
As our loyal viewers know, Senate Commerce Committee Chairman Jay Rockefeller often suggests that Mongolia has a more advanced air traffic control system than the antiquated ground-based system used here in the United States. Rockefeller is calling on the FAA to consult with the Mongolian Air Traffic Controllers Association on ways to improve our air traffic control system. Mongolian aviation officials are headed to the United States later this month to meet with FAA officials to compare notes on air traffic control modernization. Heading the Mongolian delegation will be an expat familiar with the U.S. air traffic control system, MATCA President John Genghis Khan. Other officials from MALPA, the Mongolian Airline Pilots Association, will participate in the bilateral meeting. And finally, longtime ladies closest to the pin winner, Jim Coon, despite being on a cushy government gig as House Transportation Committee Staff Director, to join the private sector as a senior executive with the National Air Transportation Association. Coon's longtime boss, John Micah, said that while he was glad to see his beloved sidekick gainfully employed, he was somewhat surprised to see Cooney give up on his long-held dream to star in the J.C. Penney men's catalog. Fashion's loss is NATA's gain. A handsome man, that's for sure. And with that, we say aloha and mahalo for joining us for today's special edition of Aviation News Today. I'm Mark.